This is the farmer icon drawing. I'm picking up where I left off when my battery died earlier today. So if you were watching before and you're still on here, I hope you find me again. Thanks for joining me. Nice to see you. We're using the iPad with a stylus and the Adobe Fresco program. Pretty much, I draw on paper and canvas and paint on canvas and paper, but it's really easy to do a live with this pad, and I really like showing it because it's a way that people can do artwork that maybe wouldn't otherwise if they've got an iPad and they put a stylus on and they learn how to use all these buttons on the sides. It's a really relaxing way to pass some time, and anybody can do it if you just give yourself a little opportunity to practice. Okay, so that's all we have for her face. I used the symmetry button earlier and I'll use it again, but as you can see, everything's very symmetrical in this iconic painting. Okay, I'm going to go down to that's a little much. We'll do a little contouring. Oops. There we go. She has kind of a long face. Thanks for joining me. I'm just going to check comments. Don't know if anybody... Oh, thank you. And I think I'm going to switch to an oil paint. It's oil paint short. Oh, undo that dot. I'm going to make it really narrow. And I'll go ahead and stay on this. Actually, I'm going to go with the gray. Okay, so let's take an eraser here. Small. I'm going to start turning on the symmetry button for this, which is under this little grid, and I'm just going to turn on symmetry. It's perfectly centered. And so here we go. Oops, sorry. I might. Bring these down a little bit. Making sure everybody can see okay. Thank you. I am loving the comments that I get on here. Thank you so much. It's very encouraging. And I hope that you enjoy what you're seeing and that it will inspire you to inspire. I'm trying to build my channel. So I have a little interesting thing going on here. Let's use the eraser. Huh. Okay, so what we have is we're getting perfect symmetry now. When I stretch them, something happened. So I'm erasing them and I'll rebuild it. Luckily I have a nice palette that I started. It actually gives me an opportunity to do something a little bit interesting with the eyes. Okay. And okay, so you can see the whole thing I'm working on here. Hi there, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I am drawing a very symmetrical farmer icon is the goal. I'm using my iPad with an Apple Pencil, and the program is Adobe Fresco. here. Choose. So I'm going to turn off my sketch. I have to remember where I'm at. Okay. Which is here maybe? Okay, good. That's working. Use a little bit of a blending tool, really, really small. Okay. I think we're going to do some nice, clean, very, very, very tiny lines. No. I think we're going to go back to these and change where those eyes are. There we go. That's better. They were looking a little tired. Interessante. We might not do that. Let's bring that way down. Let's bring the flow way down. I'm having unexpected things happening. I'm going to create a new layer. Take those out. I have to see what happens when I turn this light on. We're going to see a big, yes. Okay, let me turn that off. Thank you so much for joining me. Show you the overall, which is a farmer icon, and I'm going to merge this down so I can blend these a little bit better. And okay. Too small. Okay. Just making a quick adjustment. More light, and I don't want it to reflect on the screen. Looks like that'll work. Might have to go back to my original sketch to fix these braids a little bit, but we'll get them blocked in. Thank you so much for joining. We've still got a few people continuing to watch. I really appreciate it. And oh, thank you, Russian Dogger, for a song suggestion. Yes, I started again. Yes. I don't sing, no. That's funny. Someone asked me if I can sing. Oops. Okay, I'm going to turn off the symmetry button for a minute. And make this a little bit non-symmetrical. I'm not sure how I like that. That's not it. I'm just not getting it. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Go to my skin tone, go darker. Turn my symmetry back on. A little bit dark. Let's go back up here. That's not really going to help. Need to pull some of that color out of there. Now, doing it again. As this happens, like sometimes it does things we don't expect. And it makes me want to just take an eraser and try again. So I liked what was going on there a little bit. Let's see what happens. I just want to build up her neck a little bit. There we go. This is working better. And then I should be able to just blend that shadow in a little bit. There we go. Went too many steps. Back, 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 back. I'm going to turn the symmetry button off. I think that's giving me a little trouble. That's it. There we go. Yay. That works better. Still got some folks here. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. My battery ran out earlier. I started this afternoon, and it is going to be a farmer icon painting. And I'll just, okay, it's got a put the symmetry back on. Come on. There we go. You can see down here we've got a couple goats and a chicken. I'm not quite sure what the chicken's sitting on yet. We'll figure that out. Probably a post. And then we've got a couple chickens here. Not quite done with them yet. I think this is going to take a couple days. Thank you so much for all the thumbs up this time. I really appreciate it. And I'm looking for new subscribers. I'm trying to grow my channel. I would love to have you subscribe and so we can connect again. I think we will work on, I'm going to merge that one down. That looks good. And we'll just put those, her face layers and her hair layer all together. That's what I'm doing down here, kind of grouping them. And I might lock those so I don't accidentally do something to that, because I kind of like how that's looking. Oh. Can't forget the eyes. There we go. Now let's go find our, maybe we'll work on the chicken next. And symmetry is on. Add another layer. Maybe I will go on top, and we'll go with a pretty dense, a little more yellow. Oops, get back, grab my paintbrush. I'm gonna move the sketch back up to the top. Whoops. Oh my, what did I do here? Interesting. Okay. Let's make this translucent. Here we go. Okay, so that is the white and gray drawing. I'm making it translucent. So I can go back and paint on this layer and still kind of see what's going on. And I think I'll do a little bit oranger beak. with a little rooster. This guy's a little rooster. And we'll do some nice black eyes. Back down to this layer. Choose my palette. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, we're a little off center. Sorry about that. Thanks for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Somebody says, oh, Russian says, you're going to go to sleep because you got school tomorrow. You must be farther on the, thanks for the, you must be farther on the East Coast. I'm on the West Coast. Thanks for the suggestions for the song. I really appreciate it. And definitely don't stay up too late. We'll give him some yellow toes. Okay, let's throw a little background in there. Get some contrast going. I'm going to go all the way down to my, actually, since I went to the trouble of painting this little guy, let me put them all together. One more thing to do. Before I go to the background, we have to put some sunlight in his eyes. We're going to go to oil, flat. Okay. I'm going to take a moment and I can actually show you here. I'm bringing all these little chicken layers together and I'm going to merge layers in the group. And then I'm going to I am going to select him. No, I'm going to select him a different way here. Didn't select all of them. Lasso. So I'm just selecting this little guy and I'm going to ask to duplicate selection. And I'll shrink him down. I will have to adjust the feet. So now I've got that guy, so I'm going to duplicate that layer and I'm going to grab him and move him over here. So we've got all the three little chickens lined up nicely. Done. I'm just going to put all those on a layer together and actually I need to, do I need to change those feet? It's probably okay. I think I'll leave them be. We'll just lock it for now. If I decide to change them later, they're on their separate layer. Lock the layer. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We're going to work on the background. And it's sitting behind everything else. And I want it to I want to have a really nice deep blue look to it, but I don't want it to be, I'm going to turn off my symmetry button because I don't want the symmetry on the sky. I want it to be, cancel the lasso, and then let's add a layer. So right on top of it, I'm going to go back down. It's a pretty light blue. So make that, I'm just going to put a bucket blue in there. I'm going to go a little bit more intense on the blue. Okay, now I want to go on the next layer up. Yeah, I'm going to choose a wet brush, and it's going to be the oil paint short. I'm going to make it really dark. And I'm going to make it huge. And I'm going to make it so it's just like really streaky. And we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm going to go with an even darker. Mix it in here and there. And then we'll do something surprising, and we're just going to go over here to this really aqua blue. And I'm going to put that over on the side where the sun is. And over here where the moon is, we're going to go really dark. Okay, so that's a much more interesting background than the flat blue. And I might add some more details to the barn too, but it might be too busy, so I might not. I think that was helpful. Okay. Before we do the goats, I have to figure out my layers for her shirt. So don't be shocked. Oh, okay, there's a shirt layer, goat stay. Okay, so what I want to do is add a layer right on top of that. Now this is going to be my blue. We're going to do a blue jean shirt. And it will be pretty light blue. Okay, interesting. Not what I intended. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the thumbs up. We're going to go back on that. Okay, so we're going to go to a much smaller brush and let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to make that a lot more visible, and I'll go a little darker and let's do the symmetry. Putting the symmetry button back on for the collar. I'm also going to go all the way back up here, find out if this is the one. There we go. That's interesting how I did the collar. Okay, back to my blue layer. Oh, symmetry's not working. So I didn't turn it on. Interesting. There we go. Just getting some color on there. Now I'm going to take a blending brush. Pretty big. Yeah, I'm going to have to. Interesting. Don't worry. We're going to get rid of the part that's a problem. Sometimes you have to just come in and rework it. We're going to do the really, whoops. Oh, no. There we go. We'll do the really dark here. Thank you so much. I have another thumbs up there. I appreciate it. I think this is going to work better. It was a little bit too blotchy. My floating chicken, it will have a post on it, under it, in a moment. Okay, so I'm noticing one thing that's happening here is that the shirt and the background don't have enough contrast. So we're going to have to fix that. There's good contrast here, but not here. So I think what we're going to do is go to my background here. And I'm going to go to almost a black. I'm going to bring up the size again. Bring down, there we go. And now we're going to go really dark. Now we've got enough contrast happening. Create a ground line. Let's go backwards on that. Now it's competing with her. There. Just doing this, just adding some reflective light. On the edges, that helps bring that contrast up too. Sometimes I can get carried away with the details. So let's put a post underneath that fella. So that is going to be in the foreground. So what is this layer? Not really anything. Oh, okay, we're gonna have to move that down. There we go. Okay. We've got some goats next. Thank you all for watching. Got a few people hanging with me on this one. Thank you so much. And these goats. Okay, if I go gray, it's going to go a little bit too close to the shirt. I could go black. Black and white. Black and white and gray. Could do brown, but okay. Here goes. Get to the goat layer. Where is the goat layer? Oh, Interesting. I'm having a little trouble finding where the goat layer is. Oops. Aha. I'm going to unlock it. And I'm going to ungroup it. And we'll add a layer right there. I think we're going to mix the color in here a little bit. Yeah, there we go. We'll have some black accents, but it's kind of golden color. I did it again. I forgot my symmetry. Okay. We're going to do symmetry in a minute, but first we'll start here. Oops. Okay, now we're going to turn on the symmetry. Oh, it was on. My bad. I completely got confused about what I was doing. It happens. All right, so back. Let's go back. Forward. Okay. Now, symmetry was on. I turned it off by accident. And it was being symmetrical. Oh, sorry, I bumped you. Thanks for hanging with me. Here we go. Symmetry is on. Okay. It's looking pretty good. Kind of give them a little bit of a roan look. And then we'll add some black. Interesting. All right, now we're going to go up a layer and we're going to do the face. I'm going to have to turn off the soon. Okay, I'm going to turn off the goat layer sketch. No, I need it. Oh, no. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to merge it down. Okay, the pencil layer is just going to become part of the painting. That's all there is to it. So now I'm going to go on top of it. Interesting. Which one? There we go. Have to be more careful. Nice. That'll work. He looks a little worried. They look a little worried. We'll see how it works out. Things don't always stay that way. Would love it if you're on here. If you're enjoying this and you want to do this again, please subscribe to my channel. I am trying to build my YouTube channel up, and it just is one subscriber at a time. Every person that clicks that button is helping me out. I really appreciate it. I don't watch my screen. I just look when I'm all done. I go back and look and see what has happened while I've been working, and sometimes I'm really surprised that I have a lot of subscriptions. And by a lot, I don't mean like 500. I'm a little channel. Like, I've been working really hard and I'm up to a little over 600. It's taken me all summer. The worried goats. They're worried they're not going to get their dinner. Maybe that's it. Notice how it blends with the darker when you get around the dark. I kind of like that about this program. Adobe Fresco is the program. let's take that back. I like that, but I wonder what would happen if I use this little eraser here. And then I shrink my brush. Whoops, wrong brush. There we go. Nice and furry in there. Let's go back with a little bit of beautiful, beautiful. How are we doing on the other side? Whoa. Is it working? It is, it's working. Okay, we gotta do this eye next. Detail out some things. Oh, I just did a big streak across there. Let's do an undo until that goes away. I know I just did that. Didn't I? I did. Okay. All right, let's get that other ear. We did a little brown at the end. Grab that brown. And we did a little bit of black in here. Not a lot of white. Whoops, I'm a little off center. Sorry, I don't know when I bumped it. I apologize. Okay, I'm going to show you something. Don't have the horns done yet, but I'm going to show you something fun that Adobe Fresco does. And that is, I'm not done with this. This is my farmer icon, and I'm going to keep going on it as long as people are here. But in case people want to go to bed, I want to show you something really quick before I'm going to do this thing called Publish and Export, and it's a time-lapse export. It takes a minute to do it. Export. Not too long though. And I'm going to save the video. And then I'll just done.
Okay.
Oops. I'm going to go here to my photos, to my videos. Here it is. And let's watch it. So it records from the very beginning when I'll turn it so that you can see it. From the very beginning when I started this drawing. Oops. Cancel. Keep going. Oh, here we go. Sorry. There. Hang on. I'll be right back. I don't know what I pressed by accident. Okay, here we go. It is drawing. Basically, I used the symmetry. There are the goats working on the little chicken on the top. Copied the chicken and placed him on the shoulders. Here comes the red barn. Sometimes it gets a little slow when you get into all the details of something. It takes a while. I usually will crop those, or I'll take this video that it's made. Okay, here we go. Here comes the hair. I'll take this video and I'll upload it to a film editing program. All the trouble I had with the neck earlier. Had to redo it and redo it. Working on the little chicken. Anyway, so I upload this to my video editing program and I kind of cut and copy and split and do transitions and make things spin and cut out anything that's boring. Focus on basically where things are happening in the video, and I make artistic shorts. But this feature that Adobe Fresco has that allows me to have all of this video footage of my drawing, I think is amazing. I think it's a real benefit. So there you go. You saw it. I'm going to go back to drawing for a few more minutes. Oh, no, wait, it's still going. It's doing the goats now. I forgot. It's still going. So this painting has taken me a long time. I've been working on it. Well, for digital, it's a long time. I've been working on it all day, and I've done a couple of live sessions showing me and the progress, and you're seeing it all in time-lapse photography, like so fast. Like here's the, whoa, is it done? I think it's done, finally done. Okay, back to, here we go. Let's go like this. Whoa, cancel. Thanks for bearing with me on that. See a few people still here. Okay, so I'm going to double check the comments. I think I see a question. It's an iPad, just an iPad. It's an iPad Pro, but I think this program works on other iPads. The main thing is to have a stylus. Like you can download this program onto your phone on iPads, but iPhones. But oh, am I running out of battery? No, it's very charged. Sorry about the interruptions. My video wants to keep stopping. iPad. Long story short, this program, which is Adobe Fresco, works on, it really works the best with a stylus. Absolutely. You can do it with your finger, but it's just crazy to do that. Get a stylus. Any phone or tablet that works with a stylus should work with Adobe Fresco. And forward we go. Okay, thanks for bearing with all that technical stuff I just went through with my iPad shutting down. Okay, what are we doing here? I feel like I want to do a little bit of iconography, which is to add some, I'm going to go crazy here, and I may end up deleting this layer, but I'm going to put this layer on the very top. Excuse my hand. Way on the top. See if I can get, there we go. Get my tools where I need them. Okay, I'm going up here, and I'm going to create something that is as gold as I can make it. So we'll go over here to yellow, orange. A little more yellow. That's looking pretty gold. Okay. So we're going to do some things that, like in traditional icons that you maybe have seen in books or magazines, or maybe you've been lucky enough to come up and see one in person. Oops, we don't want the symmetry button on. Turn off the symmetry button. Off. Okay. In traditional iconography, there's a lot of gold leaf, gold foil. So I'm just going to go ahead and play around with that idea. Excuse my hand. Sometimes when I've looked back on these, I'm like, oh, it's just all my hand. When I can, I'm trying to get better at realizing that I'm blocking the camera. Thank you for watching, even though I do things like that. Yeah, I think that's gonna make it look nice. Now I'm not gonna outline her eyes or anything, but I may outline her. I might turn the symmetry button back on for some of this, because it speeds it up actually. And since this is an extremely symmetrical drawing, it was to demonstrate the symmetry button. Whoops. Going off the rails, literally. Okay. Sort of interesting how that tracked from one side to the other. Okay. I'm going to go back and turn off the symmetry button again, because I'm going to add some details around the sun. I'll just grab the eraser. Okay. Let's put the symmetry button back on. I haven't actually done these horns yet. We can add a little more here. Let's see. Go off center again. Thanks for hanging out. Well, I'm not sure what else I'm going to do to this, so I think I'm going to sleep on it. Thanks very much for watching and coming by this evening. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please subscribe so we can meet up again. Oh, let me check my comments before I go. Oh, the goat looks depressed. I know, they're kind of worried. I agree. They're a little worried. I might work on that. He looks a little bit worried, you're right. And the girl, the farmer, has a very long face. And I noticed that right when I first started, and I'm like, you know, I've met people that look like that. So I didn't make her the iconic, perfect, proportioned face because I've met people who have sort of these big chins and long faces. So there you have it. That's where I'm going to stop tonight. And I hope to see you again. Take care, everybody. Good night.